Um, Imagine spending 11 years at cruising altitude, managing cabins and serving drinks, only to land and just immediately command the contemporary art market.
Yeah.
And doing all that without a single day of art school.
It sounds totally impossible.
Yeah.
But welcome to today's deep dive, everyone.
Exactly. So today we are diving into this really comprehensive biographical and market report on the contemporary Malaysian artist, Rull MacKenzie, who was actually born Harold Masri bin Nokil.
Right. And our mission for you today is to basically uncover how this completely unexpected, even traumatic career end can actually forge a globally recognized, totally self-taught genius.
Yeah.
Because it really proves that you don't necessarily need a formal institution to master a really complex field.
For sure. So let's start with those origins. MacKenzie was born in 1979 in Klang, Malaysia, which is this highly diverse port city. And he completely bypassed the traditional academy route. Like, he spent over a decade working as an international flight attendant instead.
Yeah, 11 years. And it's like he treated those global layovers as a sort of corporate subsidized art curriculum,
Right. But I have to push back a little here. Like, skipping a formal degree must leave some kind of structural deficit, right?
I think so.
I mean, how does someone build these complex compositional frameworks without ever studying the established rules?
Well, according to the sources, the lack of formal schooling was actually his biggest advantage.
Wait, really?
Yeah. I mean, think about it. During this 11 years at cruising altitude, he had this unfiltered daily view of atmospheric light.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, shifting color gradients, the abstract curvature of the Earth, and he paired that intense macro perspective with really deliberate self-study.
Right. Visiting museums on his layovers.
Exactly. Spending layovers, analyzing world-class museums across all these different continents. So because he wasn't boxed in by, rigid academic dogma, he developed an observational style that focused purely on translating raw emotion.
Which brings us to the pivot, because a flight attendant doesn't just naturally phase into a full-time professional painting career.
No, definitely not.
There was a massive macro-level shock to the Malaysian aviation sector.
Right, the really tragic MH370 and MH17 aviation disasters in 2014.
Yeah, exactly.
And that led to some severe corporate restructuring. So as a direct fallout of that industry turmoil, he was laid off in 2015.
But the sources show he viewed this sudden forced autonomy as a, quote, blessing in disguise. Which is wild.
It is.
It's like being shoved out of an airplane and just deciding to paint the sky on the way down,
That is a great way to put it. Instead of scrambling for another corporate role, he just harnessed that abrupt, total freedom.
Yeah.
And he made it the absolute psychological core of his work. It became his engine for reclaiming his own agency.
And that psychological shift is what earned him the nickname the Malaysian Monet, right?
Yeah, exactly. You can really see that hard-won freedom materialize in his massive canvases. Like his 2019 work, Jalur Gemilang.
Oh, that one is huge, isn't it?
It's big, yeah. It's 129 by 142 centimeters. And he actually embeds physical fabric into it to depict this fiercely waving Malaysian flag.
Wow.
Or there's his 2018 piece, Perpetuity, which sets this vivid kingfisher bird against a really complex color gradient.
Right, representing the relentless passage of time.
Yeah.
But looking at the intense physical texture and the fluid strokes in those works, it's easy to assume it's just pure instinct. I mean, isn't abstract art usually just spontaneous, chaotic splashing? How does he bridge the gap between raw expression and, gallery-ready cohesion?
Well, the biographical report specifically addresses this, actually. There is this exhausting and visible conceptual architecture behind every single canvas.
Wait, really? So it's not spontaneous at all?
No, not really. Before the brush even touches the surface, he engages in super rigorous conceptual planning.
Interesting.
He meticulously maps out his themes, the layering of textures, the specific emotional weight of the gradients, so that explosive fluidity you see is actually the final execution of total discipline and control.
Well, that meticulous approach is definitely driving serious market viability. I mean, reserve prices for his acrylic works are hitting 7,000 ringgit.
Yeah, and he's drawing elite international collectors, too, like Professor Cormac Johnston, an Irish academic.
Right, he's been actively acquiring Mackenzie's Sunset series.
Exactly. And just as a brief, quirky aside for you, if you look him up, open source intelligence data, or OSINT, had to be used to untangle his digital footprint.
Oh, yeah, I saw that in the report.
Yeah, it definitively confirms the artist is not the Malaysian corporate olive oil distributor who happens to share his legal name, No-Kill.
A vital clarification. No olive oil, just high-value abstract expressionism.
Right. But it really highlights how a completely unscripted path can yield immense cultural and commercial value.
Yeah, when it's driven by deliberate observation.
Exactly.
So we'll leave you with this to mull over today. If your current industry collapsed tomorrow, what informal, hidden curriculum have you been unintentionally studying that could become your next masterpiece?
Don't forget to hit that big subscribe button and give this video a huge thumbs up. Make sure to share it with all your friends.